these 30 days. She says if anybody tries to just march right in to the presence of the king, there is one law for them, and that is that they shall surely die. I want to tell you today, if you die in your sin, you stand before God, and you will stand before God. Each and every one of us will stand before God and give an account of our life. And there is but one law on the books for us when we stand before God, and that is without Jesus Christ we will perish in our sin. Amen. There is one law on the books, and it is that if we stand before God with sin in our life, we won't be allowed into the kingdom of God. But there is a remedy to that sin, and that remedy is a relationship with Jesus Christ. Amen. I don't care if you're here and you've never been saved or not, you need to get saved. If you're here and you're a Christian and you've grown cold on the Lord, or you backslid on God, you've compromised, you've got to do something about the sin in your life. Sin has a consequence, and that consequence is death. It's death. And Esther tells Mordecai, says, Mordecai, I hear what you're saying. I know you want me to go in before the king, but there's a good chance that I'm going to die if I do it. In verse 13, or verse 12, it says, they told Mordecai Esther's words, and in verse 13, Mordecai responds back to Esther, and he says, think not that thyself, that thou shalt escape the king's house more than all the other Jews. Mordecai sends word back to Esther and says, look, if this decree goes forward, it's not just us that's going to die. When they find out you're a Jew, you're going to die too. And not only are you going to die, but everybody that's left in your father's house is going to die. Mordecai tells Esther, says, look, we're living in a tough time right now. We're living in a time that's very uncomfortable, and you're not just going to be able to sit around and let this thing pass you by. You're not going to be able to hide up there in the palace and let this thing pass you by. I want to tell you something today. We're living in a tough time. And we're not going to just be able to stay at the house and lock ourselves in and let all this stuff pass us by. We as a church, we have a duty and an obligation to be the light of the world. Even in a coronavirus epidemic, we have got to be the light of the world. Even in a time when everybody else is tucking tail and running and everybody's scared and everybody's afraid, somebody needs to stand up and say, listen, I'm trusting the Lord, and I'm going to be faithful, and I'm going to lift up the candle, and I'm going to be a light, and I'm going to be a light to all those that need it today. Amen. I want to tell you something. If there's one thing that this world is looking for right now, more than anything else, it is hope. Amen. And guess who has the monopoly on hope? The church. Guess who has not just hope, but we have a living hope. And that is because of the resurrection of Jesus Christ. Amen. And it is our job not to hide away in a house somewhere with the doors locked, not peeking our head out. It is our job to get the message of hope out to this world. Could it be that for such a time as this, God has raised up Fergus Chapel to be the light of the world? Could it be? I think it is. Verse 14, Mordecai tells her, and I read this to you a minute ago, he said, for if thou altogether holdest thy peace at this time, then there shall be enlargement and deliverance arise from the Jews in another place. I love this right here. Mordecai tells Esther, says, Esther, look, you need to do something. And if you don't want to do something, somebody else will. But you're going to miss a good opportunity to do something for your people when the lady stands for the Lord. I want to tell you something today, church. If we don't do something, somebody else will. But I don't want no rock and no hill crying out praises for me. Jesus, one time, he went by, and the disciples were shouting, and they were praising God. And they said, tell them to shut up. And he said, if I tell them to shut up, the rocks and the hills are going to cry out praises. I'm telling you right now, I don't want no rock and no hill crying out praises that I ought to be singing. Jesus didn't die for the rocks and the hills. He died for you and I. Amen. Amen. And Mordecai tells her, he says, look, if you don't do it, God will raise somebody up because he's going to deliver us one way or another. But it could very well be that God has placed you where he's placed you at such a time as this so that you can deliver your people. Amen. You see, it wasn't by coincidence that the queen didn't heed the king's call and didn't come to dinner and he kicked her out. That wasn't by accident. accident. It wasn't by accident that this little Hebrew girl just happened to be the prettiest girl in town. It wasn't by accident. God, through His foreknowledge, saw all this and realized that what was going to happen, and He put people in the right place at the right time to accomplish His will. And He gave Esther that beauty. He put her in the right place, and He put her right in the king's palace for such a time as this. And I want to tell you something today. You were saved for more than to fill a church pew. You and I were saved, and I was called, and these other boys that's called were called and commissioned by God to do more than just come when the sun's shining. To do more than just come when everything is good. We were given a commission and a duty even during the tough times to make a stand and to live for the Lord and to serve God. I can't help but think that God has raised us up and put us here for such a time as this.
Amen.
This world needs hope. This world needs a candle set on a candlestick, a light on a hill. It needs a city on a hill with the lights on so it'll know which way to go. Because they're confused. Because they're scared. Because they don't know what to do. Even in the church world. There's a lot of people this morning that are just panicking out because they just don't know what to do. Do you know what faith is? Faith is the refusal to panic. I'm telling you today that there's a lot of sick people out there. There's going to be a lot more sick people out there, but you don't have to panic about that. God is greater than this sickness, and there is something that's going to take us out one way or the other anyways. So you know what? Let's just serve God anyhow. You want to? Let's just serve God anyways.
Amen.
And if it's a heart attack, it's a heart attack. If it's a car wreck, it's a car wreck. If it's a coronavirus, it's a coronavirus. You've got a better chance of dying in a car wreck on the way home than you do catching this coronavirus right now. Okay? But all of you drove here this morning. Thank God. I'm glad you did. If you walk, praise the Lord. You're more faithful than I am. But I can't help but think that for such a time as this, listen to what He said. He said, if you don't do it, God's going to send deliverance from another place.
Amen.
But I don't want somebody else doing what God's called me to do.
Amen.
He said, but thou and thy father's house is going to be destroyed. And he said, Esther, and who knoweth whether thou art come to the kingdom for such a time as this?
Amen.
We're going to have to let judgment begin in the house of God, and we're going to have to realize that everything that Jesus has promised in the book that was going to come to pass is coming to pass. And that we are truly living in the last days. And that as believers in the last days, we are going to have to be faithful. You know, Paul had his time, and he had to be faithful. Matthew and Mark, they had their time. Moses had his time. He had to be faithful. Samson had his time. David had his time. And they all, men and women, just like you and I, they had their time, and they had to be faithful. That's what set them apart. Let me tell you something. This is our time, okay? David doesn't live here anymore. Paul doesn't live here anymore. But guess who does? You and I. And it could be that for such a time as this, God has raised us up so that we can live during our time and be faithful.
Amen.
The book of Acts doesn't have an ending. You know why? Because it's still going on right now. And it's still being recorded right now in the channels of heaven right now. They're writing down the book of Acts, what's going on right now. And guess what they're writing down about Verby Chapel? That we're having church this morning, okay? That there was a few people that just got out of bed and put on their clothes and went to the house of God because they wanted to stand at a time such as this.
Amen.
A time just like this. You know when John was locked up on the Isle of Patmos before they locked him up, it was a time just like this. It was scary. When Paul was going out and people wanted to kill him, it was a time just like this. It was scary. When David stood and Saul was trying to kill him, it was a time just like this. It was scary. But he stood. Moses, man, oh man, he left the comforts of Pharaoh's palace because he said, I can't live like this anymore. I'm going to go save my people. I'm going to go be a light. I'm going to go be a deliverer. I'm going to do whatever God wants me to do. And it was a time just like this. Esther, Mordecai tells Esther, said, Esther, there's a reason why you won that beauty contest. There's a reason why you're the queen. A little Jewish girl that shouldn't even be in there. There's a reason why God put you there. And he said, because it's such a time as this. I love the heart of Esther. Esther, no doubt, was scared. Esther had questions. But when she seen that decree, and she seen all the bad stuff that was going to happen if she didn't do something, she said, you know what, I got to do something. Let me tell you what Esther did. Verse 15. When Mordecai in verse 14 said, Esther, it's your time. It's our time, church. It's our time. In verse 15, Esther bade them to return to Mordecai with this answer. In verse 16, she says, go and gather all the Jews that are present in Shushan and fast for me, and neither eat nor drink for 3 days and nights. And I will also, and my maidens will fast likewise, so that when I go into the king, which is according to the law, which is not according to the law. And she said, if I perish, I perish. Let me sum all that up for you. Esther sent word back to Mordecai, and she says, you know what, Mordecai, I think you're right. She said, this is what I want you to do. In the Bible, anytime you see the word fast, it also means pray, because praying and fasting go hand in hand. Esther told Mordecai, said, this is what I want you to do. I want you to gather up all the Jews. I want you to gather up all of God's people, and I want you to pray. I want you to pray. I want you to have a fast for me, and I want you to pray for me. And I want for 3 days, Mordecai, I want you, before I even go into the king, I want to lay down a prayer, 3 days worth of prayer, and 3 days worth of fasting before I even go there, and maybe it'll be okay. But you know what? If it's not okay, she said, if I perish, I'll just perish. But I'm going to be doing what I need to do for the kingdom of God. And you know, I don't know about this virus stuff, man. I don't know who's going to get it and who's not. I don't want it. I don't want you to get it either. But you know what? I want to serve the Lord. And you know what? If I perish, I perish. You know what? I'd rather go down preaching and being faithful as anything I can think of. I just soon, you know, they say, well, he preaching the gospel. If that happens to me, when y'all do my funeral, all 3 of you that come to my funeral, I want y'all to just say, look, he died doing what he loved, and he died doing what he wanted to do, and that was preaching the gospel, okay? If I perish, I perish. Esther said, look, if I die, I die. But I'm going to do this because I love the Lord and I love my people. You know, I've been chewed out a little bit this week for having church this week. There's some people that just didn't like it. Told me I was wrong and probably going to go to jail and all this stuff. And he's going to be in the paper and all this stuff. I've been in the paper before. It ain't that bad. See, I just want to be faithful. I just want some hope, man. I just want to give you some hope and some normalcy. And I want the world to know that, look, you know, God is bigger than this. And Jesus Christ is bigger than this. And Esther said, look, if I perish, I'm just going to perish, but I'm going to do whatever it is that I got to do to save my people. And I tell you, I'd love to see somebody get saved this morning. I'd love to see somebody that's on Facebook watching us, you know, get a blessing out of this or something. You know, I don't know why. But, you know, I'm glad we're here. And I'm glad we're serving the Lord. Let me tell you what happened here. Haman, he goes out and he hates Mordecai, okay? He hates him more every day. And Esther goes into the king, and she waits down there at the outer part of the court. So after 3 days of prayer, she goes down to the king's palace. The king's sitting on the throne. And the king looks out there and he sees Esther. This was a pivotal moment in Esther's life because he could have had her killed. Remember, he run off the last queen, okay? So he don't care to run off queens. He could have another beauty contest, pick the prettiest girl in the land, and have another queen. But he saw Esther down there, and he raised a sepulcher, and he gave her an invitation. There was something about Esther that this king loved. There was something about Esther that this king desired. There was something about Esther that when he saw her, that he wanted her in his presence. And you know, isn't that sound awful familiar to you? Isn't there something similar to that going on in our minds and our heart now? I don't know what God sees in you. I don't know what God sees in me. I know that I'm not worthy to go into his presence on my own. But you know what? He sees something in me. And he sees something in you. And when he looked down through the eons of time and he saw us there, he gave an invitation and he said, I want you to come. I want you to to come. I'm inviting you. You don't have to die when you come into my presence. I'm inviting you to come, but you're going to have to come through Jesus Christ.
Amen.
There was something that the King of Kings saw in you and he saw in me. When we couldn't get to his presence, he said, I'm going to make a way for you to get here. I'm going to make a way for you to get here. And he done that in Jesus Christ. And the king gets Esther in there and he says, Esther, what can I do for you? And Esther, being the smart lady that she is, she said, I want to have a little dinner tomorrow, and I want you to come and I want you to bring Haman. Remember Haman? He's the scoundrel. So they send news to Haman that he's invited to this dinner tomorrow that the queen's going to have, and Haman gets the big head. Okay, he's an egomaniac. And he's walking out of the palace, and he's like, dude, I am on the top of the list. I am the man. I'm going to have dinner with the king and the queen tomorrow, and nobody else is going to come. I'm the man. And he walks out of the palace, he's going, I'm the man, I'm the man, I'm the man. And all these Jews and everybody's bowing down, and there stands Mordecai, just like this. Everybody else is bowing down, and Mordecai won't do it. Man, for an egomaniac like Haman, that tore him all to pieces. And of everything else going good in Haman's life, he said, look, I can't stand that guy. What do I need to do? And his wife and his family told him, said, look, dude, you're the most powerful man in the land. Go build a gallows and hang this guy. And so he said, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to go build a gallows and I'm going to hang this dude. Right in front of everybody so that they know I'm the man. Well, he goes to the dinner with the king and the queen. And the king asks the queen, says, look, what is it that you want? And the queen says, I want to have you another dinner tomorrow, and I won't hang you to come back. And then I'll tell you everything that I want you to do. The king says, look, Esther, you're the queen. I'll give you half the kingdom if that's what you want. I'll give you anything. All you got to do is tell me. I think the king was a little bit smitten by Esther. There was something about her spirit that he loved. He said, Esther, I'll give you the kingdom. She said, give you the kingdom. She says, you just bring Haman back here tomorrow. And in the meantime, before all this happened, there was two guys that had rose up and wanted to kill the king, and Mordecai heard about it. And Mordecai sent word to the king about it. And the king found out about it and had those guys killed. This was before all this stuff happened. And the king never done anything for Mordecai for that. And so that night, in between the two dinners, that night the king was on his bed, and the Bible says that he couldn't sleep. And he says that while he was sitting there thinking, he got thinking about that guy that saved his life. And he said, you know what, I need to do something for this guy. Find out what we done for this guy. Mordecai, who saved my life. He didn't know that Haman hated Mordecai and was planning on killing him the next day. And so when they come in for the dinner the next day, Haman's there and he's all boasted up because he's been invited back for the second day. And the king stops him and says, Haman, what should I do to a man in the kingdom that's more faithful than anybody else? Well, Haman thinks he's talking about him. And Haman says, I'll tell you what I do, king. He said, I give him your crown, and I give him your horse, and I march him through the city on your horse, and I tell everybody in the city that this is the most faithful man in the Medes and the Persian kingdom, and this is the most faithful guy, and this is the king's right-hand man because he's so faithful. And the king said, you know what? That's a great idea. Let me tell you what you do. He said, you take this crown, and you take this horse of mine, and you go down there and get Mordecai, and you put him on this horse, and you put that crown on his head, and Haman, you march him through the city, and you tell everybody what a great man that this man Mordecai is for saving the king's life. And about that time, the queen comes in. Esther comes in and says, and the king says, Esther, what is it that you want? And he says, listen, and Esther says, listen, there's an evil man out there who's wanting to kill me and all my people. And the king says, who is it? And he said, it's Haman right there. It's that man Haman. And this is after he had led Mordecai through the city. You talk about eating crow. He had to eat some crow because the man he despised the most, he had to lead through the city of wherever the Shushan there on a horse and telling everybody what a good man he is, and he's wearing the king's crown and the king's clothes and riding the king's horse. And then he gets back there, and Esther says, that's the man. That's the evil man. And as a matter of fact, he has built a gallows down there. to hang this man Mordecai who saved your life. You see God moving in on this?
Amen.
And so the king gets so mad. And he says, this is what we're going to do. We're going to take Haman. And we're going to hang him and his 10 sons on the gallows that he built to kill Mordecai. And not only are we going to do that, but we're going to reverse this decree that he sent out. And we're going to tell everybody that if anybody lays a hand on any of the Jews, that they can rise up and they can smite them. And the Jews did that. At one point, they killed 75,000 people who rose up against them at this decree. So by the fact that Esther went in there and just talked to the king, she offered herself. She stood at a time such as this, and God brought a great deliverance by her.
Amen.
The enemy of the Jews was